this Prime Minister can offer the British people as things can only get worse. Well, for him and his calamitous opinion ratings, that's probably true. But why does he think he has such an unprecedented fall in his popularity?
In recent weeks, the political atmosphere in England has become chaotic, with the spotlight on Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Once hailed as a potential saviour after years of Conservative rule, Starmer's government has quickly fallen into a whirlwind of controversy. In the latest developments in Parliament, Starmer's strange reactions have raised concerns about his leadership abilities. As public opinion increasingly turns against him, the question arises: has Starmer's decline already begun? Let's take a look at how the entire chamber reacted to the Prime Minister's puzzling actions. But before diving into the analysis, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our growing community.
Is it his attacks on the pensioners? Is it leaving children in poverty? Is it the re-emergence of Labour cronyism? Or is it because his austerity is even worse than the Conservative variety?
To begin, let's take a look at a prominent figure in British politics, Pete Wishart. Wishart is not only a Member of Parliament for the Scottish National Party, but also a strong voice in the House of Commons. He frequently criticises Starmer's decisions, arguing that they do not reflect the aspirations of the Scottish people. Wishart spoke out during a session questioning the Prime Minister, where he stated, "Starmer needs to prove that he understands the realities of everyday life for people, not just the meetings at the conference tables." According to recent surveys, Starmer's support has significantly declined, now sitting at around 36%, a worrying figure compared to nearly 50% at the beginning of his term. The primary reason for this drop is that Starmer's decisions have not aligned with the voters' aspirations, especially as people struggle with a difficult economic situation. A survey conducted by YouGov also revealed that nearly 65% of voters are dissatisfied with Starmer's leadership of the party and the government. Additionally, his failure to address issues related to immigration and public safety has also been significant drawbacks in the eyes of the public. A political expert commented, "Starmer needs to clarify his stance and present more concrete policies if he doesn't want to see his party continue to decline." In response to strong criticism from Wishart and many other MPs, Starmer's reactions have been somewhat peculiar. He often sidesteps sensitive questions and shifts focus to other issues. During one questioning session, when asked about immigration policy, Starmer concentrated solely on criticising the current government without providing specific solutions. Many voters feel disappointed to see Starmer lacking appropriate responses to serious issues such as immigration and public safety. They are concerned that with this approach, Starmer will not have the necessary strength to lead the Labour Party and make the essential difference in the current context. A survey revealed that about 70% of voters expressed scepticism about Starmer's leadership abilities, highlighting a significant gap between him and the aspirations of the people. One of the most pressing issues currently is the immigration situation in the United Kingdom. According to the latest figures from the Office for National Statistics, the number of immigrants has surged, with over 500,000 people entering the country in the past year. This has led to a significant increase in violent incidents, with reports indicating that the rate of violence-related crime has risen by 10% in just 1 year. In this context, the Notting Hill Carnival has become one of the most criticised events due to the rise in violence. Some argue that the violent incidents at this festival reflect part of the ongoing violence seen in other protests and major events. The government has faced criticism regarding its management of the immigration situation, with many voices claiming that it has not implemented effective policies to address this issue. A charity has warned that if the situation does not improve, there will be numerous negative consequences for society, particularly in terms of increasing public insecurity. One of Starmer's most controversial decisions in terms of policy has been the cancellation of winter benefits for families with young children. This policy has affected around 87,000 children in Scotland, a significant number given that many families are already struggling to meet basic needs. According to reports from charitable organisations, many families have faced food and housing shortages due to this policy. The limitation of child benefits has also sparked strong opposition from the community. Many argue that this is an unfair policy, going against the principles of protecting the rights of children and families in society. In fact, social organisations have called on Starmer to reconsider this decision, warning that, if not, poverty will continue to rise within society. While many families are struggling with life, Starmer has been criticised for his lavish lifestyle. According to sources, he has received numerous gifts and freebies worth thousands of pounds, while millions of citizens are grappling with their financial situation. This stark contrast has led many to question the fairness in his policies. As a leader, does Starmer have the power and responsibility to listen to the voices of the people? While he lives a life of abundance, millions of people are facing hardships. The question arises, can Starmer truly understand and empathise with the issues that the public is dealing with? The gifts he has received, ranging from luxury jewellery to extravagant trips, have become a focal point of criticism from the public and his political opponents. The public's disappointment with Starmer is undeniable. Many opinions from voters and experts indicate that they have lost faith in the Labour Party's leader. This sentiment has intensified as Starmer's policies seem to be out of step with the desires and aspirations of the people. A recent survey showed that nearly 70% of voters feel sceptical about the future of the Labour Party and Starmer's leadership capabilities. They feel that Starmer has failed to demonstrate the decisiveness and leadership needed to steer the party in the right direction. In a politically complex environment, people increasingly expect a leader who can show vision and consistency in their decisions. Vague and unconvincing statements have distanced Starmer from voters, and many are now questioning whether he can restore public trust. This loss of confidence has also been exacerbated by Starmer's perceived inability to clearly differentiate the Labour Party from the Conservatives. Many argue that his attempts to appeal to a broader electorate have diluted the party's core values, leaving long-time Labour supporters feeling alienated. Critics point out that his reluctance to take bold stances on key issues such as economic inequality, Brexit and climate change has only fueled frustrations among both the party base and undecided voters. Moreover, the ongoing internal divisions within the Labour Party have further weakened his position. Starmer has struggled to unite the party's different factions, from the traditional working-class supporters to the more progressive elements, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty about the party's direction. With the next general election looming, the pressure on Starmer to revitalise his leadership and the party's message is mounting. If he fails to address these concerns and regain the trust of the electorate, Labour risks further erosion of its political standing. Amid the turbulent political landscape in the United Kingdom, Keir Starmer's leadership is being seriously questioned. His decisions, from immigration policies to social issues, not only impact the image of the Labour Party, but also deeply affect the lives of millions of citizens. The growing discontent from voters serves as a wake-up call for Starmer, reminding him that leadership is not just a position of power, but also a responsibility to the community. At a time when society needs a strong visionary leader, Starmer seems to be stepping backward, leaving citizens with lingering concerns. Can he find the right path to restore the trust of the voters who once placed their hopes in him? Or will the opposition continue to grow, plunging the Labour Party further into crisis? This depends not only on Starmer's decisions, but also on his ability to listen and understand the challenges and concerns of the public. So, let's closely follow the next developments in Starmer's political journey. What happens in the coming months could reshape not only his future, but also the fate of the Labour Party in the UK's political arena. Share your thoughts on the current situation and what changes need to happen in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.